Alright, what's up, anime viewers? I'm Jesse Gendo, looking for the One Piece, and this is the last video for the weekend, I believe, which is, Sword Art Online Episode 24 review. Kirito. Damn. Damn. Sugo, you got what was coming to you. I will admit, I was just a tiny bit disappointed with Sugo. I thought he would be a better villain. And I have to agree with Bankai, he was such a shitty villain. He was such a shit. I mean, at least Ginjo could fight, man. At least Ginjo knew how to fucking fight, man. Fucking Sugo, it's like you're in a virtual world, dog. You don't have your normal body. Like, maybe you couldn't really fight with your normal body, but this is a virtual world, dude. You can fight, okay? You can be strong and shit, man. Come on. It's like, you couldn't even fucking put up at least a little bit of a fight, man. Although I still accept the ending. I like it. I do like it still because he fucked Hugo up, man. He fucked him up. So where we get at is, they get through the hallway and they're going to, Yui's leading Kirito to Asuna, and they get to the hallway and they go outside and they're looking up and they're like, there's no city up here. There is no World Series, whatever. So it's like, oh yeah. I think that was kind of obvious when the door wouldn't open from a quest, from defeating the quest that was supposedly supposed to open the door. It was never meant to be beaten, obviously. Obviously they're doing shit up there that, you know, but they get to Asuna, and Asuna sees you, and she's like hugging her, and she's like, oh, and then Kisa comes in, and they don't kiss yet. I'm like, hurry up and kiss. And they're just like forehead to forehead and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, you said your highs, hurry up before anyone finds out. I'm like, get going, move your ass. You need to get out. You can do this afterwards, you know. I was like, you have shit to do. Sugo's still here. People are still watching you. You need to hurry up and get the fuck out. I'm like, but it was like, too, like, you always like, something's coming and shit, and she disappears. And it's Sugo. And he's like, this is a new patch I was gonna make to the game, gravity powers. Maybe overpowered, but, oh well. He's just using that in case of nothing, and I was just like, like, let's hurry up and get this. And then the part I hate, he starts groping on Asuna because he picked her up by the hands and shit. And he just starts tearing off her clothes and shit. Her top part first. You don't see anything really, so, you know, you don't really see it. So, but you see him groping her and shit like that. Kirito is pissed off, but he's also falling into despair and shit because he can't do anything about it. And he also has his sword in his back because Hugo stabbed him with it. And he's just giving up, and then he hears a voice, and he's like, you just gonna give up? And he's like, I'm not giving up, I'm accepting reality. He's like, that's the thing, he's giving up. And it's Kayaba, the guy who created SAO. And he just gives this inspirational speech to Kirito that makes Kirito actually stand up. And Zuko's just like, oh, there must be a few bucks still there, and he's about to slap him. Like just backhand. And Kirito just stops it, and then he puts in the phone. He's like, ID, login ID, piece clip, which was I think Kayaba's thing. And these things start just popping around him and shit. And he's like, change, he just changed in, who, Hugo was, his ID, which was Oberyn or something like that. He just changed that to level 1. He pretty much made him a low level. And, he's just like, what's going on? And he's like, normally he's like, Excalibur generated or whatever, and it didn't work. Kirito is just like, Excalibur, generate! And he has it. He's like, so, all I have to do is call out to get a legendary weapon. He shows it to Hugo, and he picks up his own sword. He does it so epically. He stomps his foot at the end of his of the hill, and his sword went flying, spinning through the air. He just picks out his hand and catches it. And he's just like, fight me. He's like, we're gonna fight the time. He also goes, because also when he had the sword in his back, the guy changed the level from level 10 to level 8 for the pain receptors, which increases the pain even more, and he said anything lower than 8 would actually damage your physical body as well. So I was like, oh shit. And Keithel, he just like, when he pointed his sword at him and shit, and he's like, change pain receptor levels to level 0. I was like, holy shit, dude. He said anything lower than 8 would fucking hurt your body. Level 0? Holy shit. And Hugo comes at him, and he goes like, the Excalibur sword just goes right past Kirito. Kirito with his sword comes and slashes his cheek right here, just a little bit. And he's like, ah! And he also knew that Heathcliff was Tyler thing. And he was all like, yo, he's taking my shit and stuff, you know? And he's being a little fucking whiny crybaby. And I was just like, God, you were, I mean, fucking Nomi from Excel World was a better villain than you. Like, you had one thing in common with him. You had the, like, cruelness. The little cruelness that, like, Nomi had and shit. But at least Nomi also knew how to fight as well, you know? Nomi would be able to, without a doubt, beat the crap out of this guy. Because you would have been higher than Nomi in the hated villain list and the best villain list if you knew how to fight and you made this last fight epic. But oh well, you know, it was still pretty epic how Kirito finished this off, so it's acceptable. But afterwards, he just like, you feel that pain? You've hurt Asuna even more. He comes down, slices his hand off, and he's just like, oh my head! And then he slices his body in half, and his lower half just disappears. Now he's just the top part, and Shiza just grabs him by the hair, and he looks at him, and he puts on this pissed off face, and throws him up into the air, and stabs him in the face. So then it's just like looking at, when you look at Kirito, he's just like this. And I was like, ah, yeah. And then, Asuna saved. She's crying, he's like, I have no power, and she's like, I always believed in you, and stuff like that, and he logs her out. Afterwards, he calls out to Kaiba, he's like, you still there? And he comes forth, and he's like, telling him thank you, and he's like, don't thank me. He's like, we are not close enough to where we do things for each other for free. And I was like, so he's gonna want him to do something. And he gives him the seed. He calls it the seed. And it's for a new game world. And I was like, this is the start. People who don't know this is gonna be the start to where Excel World is now. This is the start. SAO and all that was the beginning part, and now this seed to create this new game is where it'll continue to grow and evolve until it gets to Excel World. So that's gonna be intense. But if you do explore Kirito, you can either delete it, or if you have any other feelings other than hatred for this world, you can continue it or something like that. And I was like, Kirito, you gotta continue it, man. For one thing, this could make you a lot of money too. Like, if you create this, you can make a lot of money. Just like these people, you know. Kaiba probably made a lot of money with these SAO games because it's a virtual world and all that. Like, you can make a lot of money, dude. You can, you won't have to worry about supporting yourself and shit, dude. You'll have your own money. So you can support Asuna, all of that shit, which obviously he's gonna do. He's not gonna delete it. For sure he's not going to delete it because then we wouldn't have Excel World. But then he leaves, and as soon as he wakes up, there's Sugua right next to him on the bed, and she's like, I'm finally back, and she hugs him. She's like, you gotta go see Asuna and stuff, and he's like, yeah. So he starts bike riding to her hotel room, not hotel room, hospital room, and that's the end of the episode. So this wasn't the last. Next episode is going to be the last episode, which is the speed, the big. Hold on, let me see. The last part, the next episode is called. Give me 1 second. The World Speed. That is what next episode will be called. The World Speed. So, y'all can go check that shit out. If you're not gonna SAO, go watch it. It's very good. Don't judge it because of the elf thing, because it's still pretty epic. So go watch it. And then watch Excel World as well, because it's gonna grow into that eventually. So you're gonna want to, see that. That's pretty much it. So I'll leave this week's episode in the description below, and for my viewers, please like, comment, and down below, and subscribe. I'm Chronic, aka Jason Gendo, and I am out.